What's up, y'all? Back with another ASMR video, soft spoken, and I'm gonna be driving y'all today. I'm gonna be talking on the way to where I'm going to, but yeah. So when I actually tried recording this 2 times and it failed because the first one was the mic audio wasn't doing very well because I was using the Blue Yeti mic, or the Blue Yeti mic. I think it's the Blue Yeti mic, yeah. The one that I usually use, the black one, and it just wasn't working. So, not that it wasn't working, it was just making a weird sound when it was recording, crackling and stuff while I was driving. And then I tried again with my other, with just the phone mic, but I had a different tripod and it fell over 3 times. So I ended up going back to the house and getting this other tripod that I have that's more stable. And I should have used this in the first place anyways, but I didn't. I'm a bonehead sometimes, you know. But yeah, this one is staying up just fine, so I think we'll be fine. I think we will be fine. But anyways, the drive is probably going to be about 25 minutes long. And then, yeah, 25 minutes long, just driving noises with me talking in the background. Hopefully it's relaxing. If it's not, sorry about that. I mean, there's no reason really to say sorry if it just doesn't come out very well, but I wanted to try something new, so you gotta understand the creativity. ASMR drive in the new car. Well, first drive that I'm recording. Hopefully, like I said before, it's relaxing, but we'll see. I'm going down to a friend's apartment right now. Sorry if I keep saying and all that right now. I'm kind of focused on driving, so when I get to a steady spot where I'm in cruise, and like right now, there we go. I can talk to y'all now without getting my focus drawn elsewhere besides the road and the camera. One thing I would want to talk about is this car. This car is amazing. I've had it for 2 weeks now, I think, and the stereo on it's got a nice sound system. AC works really well. It drives pretty smooth. You know, it's got a CVT in it. I would prefer automatic over a CVT transmission, but it gets the job done, so I'm not complaining. I'm really grateful for this car. salesman, at least, whatever you call his job, car salesman. And he told me I shouldn't worry too much about it because in the rain, obviously with the other car, it was a lot smaller, a lot shorter. So it didn't have as much stability in the rain. But this one's more planted down in the rain, so it's just longer, it's wider. It's got bigger tires on it, so as long as I'm driving it safe, everything will be fine. Which took a little bit off my chest because, you know, at first I was just very cautious about driving this. You know, I was very anxious about driving this everywhere I went for the first week and a half maybe. But after I got used to it, got used to the throttle, the steering, the size of the car, you know, I got a feel for it. I feel very comfortable in it. I feel very safe in it. Which is very, very good, because if you don't feel safe in a car, you shouldn't be driving it, you know. It's not meant for you if it's too much or too little of a car. But no, scared of driving in the rain. It's just I really don't want another accident to be happened because of what I can't control. Smell they put in new cars, it always hits my nose like a train, and it always smells so good. It's stayed that way. Also, I got a Little Trees new car scent thing in here too, so that kind of helps. So much to me is because, you know, when I was younger, I was a bit shy. I was made fun of because I was a bigger kid, which made me stay in my show a lot more than I should have, just because, you know, people out there like bullies. They just don't care how they make you feel. They just do what they do because something within them is messed up. But I would always stick to myself in school just because I had a close group of friends. One of them I'm going to their apartment now. But yeah, I always stayed to myself in school. I didn't really bother with any other kids unless I really wanted to, or if I had to, like group work, stuff like that. Like I said, I was a bigger kid. I was 290 in my junior year. So with additional weight and just sticking to myself, not really having the social skills that I have now, I was very shy. Didn't really put myself out there like that. That's why I was so afraid of putting myself out there on the internet. From my first video was because it was so frightening to me to be seen. It didn't matter by who. I was just afraid of being seen for who I was. It didn't matter what body I had. It didn't matter how I spoke. I just was afraid. But as you can tell, I've gotten past that fear, because we're just beginning on this YouTube journey. This is just a start. I have a long life to live, where I can post content. And I'm glad I started when I started, because if I would have started later, then I don't know, I probably wouldn't be enjoying life as much as I do now, because I cherish enjoyment from YouTube. That's why I'm so grateful of YouTube. It's because it's something I'm passionate about, something that I enjoy doing. It's not like where you get a 9-to-5 job where you're just doing the job just to get money or whatever, because not a lot of people like 9-to-5 jobs, you know. Nobody really likes working, but this isn't really working. This is just doing something I love to do. Just doing something I enjoy brings me happiness. So yeah, I'm very grateful that I have people that watch me and like the videos and comment on the videos and all that. If you'd like to talk to me, you can check out my socials, either Instagram or Snapchat, or Gmail if you prefer Gmail. Because a lot of people think that I'm intimidating or scary or whatnot, just because of how I look, just because of how I hold myself as well. But once you get to know me, if you stay true to yourself, authentic, and you're not a negative Nancy and we're Debbie Downer, then we'll get along just nicely. Just nicely. I don't judge people. I love people for who they are, no matter who they are. I'm not saying I wouldn't talk to a negative Nancy or a Debbie Downer. It's just those people I choose to stay away from, because they feed that negative energy. So why would I want to surround myself with people like that? It doesn't make sense, you know? This road goes along the interstate until it goes into another area. I gotta take a couple stoplights and then we'll be on our way. This road's gonna link back up to another road that goes along the interstate. It's the same road, it's just not, they didn't connect it all the way because the interstate goes through it. It's crazy how roads are built like that. They're precise for what they do, where you want to go. Look at that sky. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but that is beautiful. I really hope nobody can do anything with these license plates, because I'm recording people's license plates without them knowing, but I don't believe anybody can do anything with a random person's license plate. Except for maybe look it up or something, but what does that help? What does that do at all? Besides invade someone's privacy. would be tragic if I ended up stopping this video when I'm done recording and it's recording through the car rather than the phone camera. That would be really funny. I mean, it wouldn't be funny, it would be kind of irritating, but it would just be funny. I would laugh away the pain, you know. I would probably still post it just because why not, you know. It doesn't really matter what the audio is as long as you can hear something in it. Plus, I mean, this video is going to be probably 30 minutes long, so it's 35 through here because of this turn. Say we're almost there, probably another 5-6 minutes, but I'm not going to record where I'm pulling in at because I want it to be private where they live. I'm going to pull in somewhere else and then go to their place because you can't trust everybody on the internet, you know. There's some creeps out there, some stalkers. Make sure that when there's a car coming, I turn off my high beams for courtesy of their eyes so they can see. But when they don't do the same, they just leave them on full blast. I can't see, and it's just irritating. Like, why can't you just turn them off? A lot of people are just selfish, you know? They don't think for others. Closed-minded people, that's who they are. Inconsiderate. But that's okay, you know. They are who they are. It's not my fault they're that way. They can improve upon theirself by being thoughtful and being considerate for other people when they're driving. Especially at nighttime with high beams, because these new cars have so bright high beams that I was sure that they were going to let them go first because they were here first. I don't like stoplights. I think that they're a waste of money. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be stoplights, but they should have did some European infrastructure with the roadways where it's roundabouts instead of stoplights, because with the stoplights you have to stop, but with the roundabout it's efficient. It's more efficient. It's continuous traffic flow. It's just Americans don't know how to drive for shit. So yeah, I've seen so many people where because it's rare to see a roundabout. Well, not very rare. There's some roundabouts in America, but roundabouts, I've seen people go reverse in them. Not like reverse, like they're going reverse in their car. I'm talking about like they drive reverse into oncoming traffic. They went the wrong way on the roundabout. And I'm like, you should have learned this in driving school. Why are you driving like this? Some people just don't deserve their license in this country. I'm gonna pull in here. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you're asleep right now. I don't know. You know, whatever you use the video for, but stay present, stay safe. Peace.